Hey guys, it's Tamu and Ngina, Priestess Heart. I am back because I just now received this awesome gift in the mail, and I thought I would open it with you. And it is called the FALNAMA Oracle. I don't know anything about it, but we can learn about it together. Here, let me turn on this light over here. So this is it, the FALNAMA Oracle. Let's see if I can read the back of it. FALNAMA is the name of a genre used in Turkish and Iranian literature and hails from the 17th century Islamic traditions, inspired by a book at Topkapi Palace Museum presented to Sultan, let's see, what does that say? Sultan I Ahmed. The FALNAMA was used by oracles, miniaturized in vignette workshops, and written by Turkish and Persian poets of that era. So what is that, from the 17th century? This version uses 40 beautifully illustrated cards with traditional imagery called miniatures that are re-illustrated with contemporary perspectives. Keywords on the cards and short stories written as poems in the guidebook present modern interpretations, giving readers answers to their important questions or wishes. In an easy-to-understand format, using unique combination spreads, one can view an issue of the day, make short-term and ordinary decisions, find past, present, future solutions, and acquire advice that relates to each card topic and is suitable for beginning and advanced readers. 40 oracle cards and guidebook based on the FALNAMA, an Islamic manuscript tradition. So we're going to open this together. And there's the front, and it is published by Schiffer. So let me go ahead, and I didn't even take the cellophane wrapper off of it yet. Okay, there we go. It's a really beautiful box. Oh, it's nicely embossed. It's a very lovely box. Look at the beautiful design on there. So this is from the Turkish, I was about to say Turkish and Persian tradition. There you go, isn't that is lovely. And here is the guidebook. It's a little thin guidebook, very simple and basic. Very nice. And here are the cards. And I just finished with one client, and I have another client coming in a half an hour, and the mailman just dropped this off. So let me open this up. So this is the back of the cards. What size is that? That's about a either 3 by 5 or 3 by 4.5. Oh, nice. Okay, it's different colors on the backs of the cards. Wonder if those colors have a particular meaning. So it just seems to be 3 different colors: red, blue, and clear. And again, there are 40 cards. Nice card stock, not overly thick, not overly thin. So card number 1 says time. You can see the imagery. Very beautiful, simple images. Now look at the sun. That's a beautiful card. I'm going to read a little bit from the deck. Okay. So the deck is created by Asli and Polat Kanpolat. I believe it's a Turkish couple. Concentrate on the traditional during the creation of their art and educational projects, but make modern comments on issues and styles from history. They aim to tell ancient stories to a more understandable way for the next generation, in a more understandable way. So from what I understand, this couple doesn't speak English. I remember watching someone's review video saying they communicated and had to translate what the couple written to them. Let's see. FALNAMAs were one of the outstanding fortune-telling tools of Islamic tradition and have variations written in verse and miniature. FALNAMAs are used by interpreting the miniature or the writing on the page chosen by the person making the wish. So this also almost reminds me of bibliomancy, where you can have a question, you have a particular book you use, whether it's the Bible. Welcome, Matthias. Whether or not it's the Bible or another book. My mother was really good at doing this. She hasn't done it in a while. She is still living. She had this particular book. It was written like in the 1800s. Oh, and you know what? Before I get started, I realized I didn't do the chimes yet. And this chime ringing is in honor of Matthias. So thank you for being here. So let's take a nice deep centering breath and bring in the chimes. There you go. That was for you, Matthias. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, so my mother she had this particular book, and I have to ask her. I had a copy of that book, and somehow I lost it. A book from the 1800s, and she would open up the book, whatever page, and wherever the eyes landed, and she was pretty good at doing that. Okay, so where was I? FALNAMAs are used by interpreting the miniature or the writing on the page chosen by the person making the wish. Reaching from old times, FALNAMAs were made for sultans, used by oracles, miniaturized in vignette workshops, and written by poets of that era. Okay, and esoteric meanings of topics are emphasized, abiding by the tradition of making up the stories of important people in respect to religion and prophets. Interchanging the meaning is accomplished by giving international names to the cards. Additionally, cards are divided into 3 groups: woman, man, and together. This difference grounding on the topics help us to vary in opening and interpreting. So basically, to me, what I'm reading is you have the cards, you have the stories, but you're really using a lot of your intuition around the stories that you create in order to read the oracle. Cards with the blue talisman shown on the reverse. So that's the red, and where's the blue? That's the blue, and the others are clear. So cards with the blue talisman on the reverse are man cards, or the man, male, or masculine cards. Red talisman are woman, so it's related to the feminine. And cards with green talisman are together cards. So you have the yin and the yang, to use different terminology. Let's see. In depicting the story of these cards, the locations of figures were chosen carefully. Using your own cards can help augment your intuition. It deepens the meaning to know about the stories mentioned in FALNAMA. You can tell the writing here seems just a little bit awkward. It's the Turkish oracle cards. Writings and comments on cards will be supportive for this. It must not be forgotten that the interpretation of cards depend on the place of opening, concentration, and knowledge of the user. The statements here are just pathfinders. The more time you spend with the cards and the stories behind them, the stronger the connection you may have, and the faster you will reach your much clearer answer. You can tell fortunes with cards in different ways. So anyway, you got single cards, man-woman opening, and a sestet opening. So those are the different spreads. And then here are the cards. So what I'm understanding from these cards and what I really like, and mind you, I just opened this deck, just arrived in the mail. This seems to be a highly intuitive deck, which is what I like, because even when I read tarot or when I read the cards, you know, again, I might pull, and sometimes you've witnessed it on a live stream where I've pulled the same card for two different people. And it's not like I'm going to give this exact same meaning for the card or interpretation for the card for the two different people. It's going to vary. It's going to have a slightly different meaning. You know, maybe the Sun card means you need to shine a little brighter, or maybe you're being a little bit too bright. But I like the idea of this deck. They really encourage you to make your own connection with the symbols on the cards, basically, is what they're saying. And go at it from an extremely intuitive place. Okay, so this is time, Sun, so that's a masculine card. The red, I think they said it was masculine, and the other card is feminine. So we have, the cards feel really good. So we have time. And I hope this isn't too Sun, birth, so this is a deeply intuitive deck and is encouraging you. It's just giving you sort of key words and key images and hoping that you will dig deep into your own subconscious or unconscious and come up with your interpretation. And of course, there's stories to go with it. So let's read from the one time. So number one, the card for time. From opening till closing the eyes, upon his saying, be, appeared the time, core being in between land and skies, being a waterfall, flows away the time, turns might into plenty, dark to light, flying and wings, and forms the unexpected, turns wish into colored belt above head, await. So that is very that's very, who was the character from Star Wars? Come on, we know Yoda. That's very Yoda-ish, very Zen, very koan-like. And let's see the Sun card. Sun's flame being born. And here I'll show the card while I'm reading it. Sun's flame being born. Follows path being light. Without blinding eyes with its might. Fresh day gives new a life. Hides face when time comes. But it is his light helping. It is his shine carrying. New moon brings news. Again, rises sun. Almost reminds me of the I Ching. So this deck, I'm going to tell you, this deck is really going to appeal to those who really like to create their own interpretations and really dig into their subconscious for answers. This is not going to appeal for those people who want an exact, concrete meaning right here, right now. You're really going to have to use your imagination. Naive. Almost kind of reminds me of the Fool's card. Naive. Looks like carrots dangling down there. I know it's not carrots, but that's what it reminds me of. Let me see. Let me keep up with the time. Let's see. Naive. What does it say about naive? What number is that? 6. Naive. Wealth pours out from the golden grail. Does self not understand? Blessings can't fit in the net. Does self not see? Your light races with suns, as if arrow doesn't leave the bow. Your freshness competes with water, as if time does not pass. Very abstract. I like this. This is truly an oracle. So there's star. Warrior. Harut and Marut. Victor. Peace, number 11. 12, Universe. That is a gorgeous card. I really like this deck. Union. This is truly a true oracle deck. Oh wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Sultan. This is one of those oracles where you truly become a partner with the oracle. And these are just keys. Keys pointing to, oh, Gog and Magog. Keys pointing to your deep intuition. Famine. FALNAMA, I believe, is just it's the word for, it comes from the 17th century, and they're oracle cards. They're writings and miniature paintings, and they were used as oracles. And you just look at the scant words and the scant images, and knowing what your question is and knowing the querent. What's that? Submerge. I'm not sure how clear the video is coming out. I have to figure out what's going on with my camera. This one's Divine Gift. Moon. The cards almost have a feel, and maybe because of the color, it almost has a feel of very soft bamboo. Isn't that gorgeous? Rigor. Get that wood down there and the fire and the white rose rising up above. Master. Ooh, look at that guy. Beast of the earth. Migration. Lunatic. Wow. Looks like a dung beetle over there. There's a fish. I'm not sure what that is. wise man. Reminds me of a stylized Hamsa right there. A little bit of sacred geometry over there. Some herbs and the crescent moon over there. Okay, Pavel says Harut and Marut are mentioned in the books of Enoch. Thank you for that. Number 33, sleep, elixir of life, death, judgment, lament, hell, paradise. So are you saying that Harut and Marut are angels? Is that what you mean? You said I read about these two angels in the book of Enoch. And cedarwood. So there you go. So that is the FALNAMA Oracle. There you go. It just had a walk through the FALNAMA Oracle. Very beautifully made. This is by Schiffer Press. And here's the book, the box, I mean. It's a magnetic box. FALNAMA. So there you go. So check out this lovely Turkish Persian oracle. It looks very lovely and very interesting, and definitely for those people who are really interested in true oracle work, where you just have a, you know, it kind of reminds me of like throwing the bones. You know, we're so used to having everything spelled out for us, but this oracle is going to help you to activate your own imaginative creativity and intuition and create the story and find your own answer. So there you go. All righty. So I have about 10 minutes before my next client arrives. Actually, yeah, because I have a client at 11:15. So I got to get back out there. So there you go. If you're interested, check out the FALNAMA Oracle. You can find it on Amazon, your local bookseller, I suppose. And it's from Schiffer Publication. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to get going. And it was good catching up with you. So let's bring out the chimes once more. Thanks for being here. And let's take a nice deep centering breath. Thank you, Matthias. Let's take a nice deep centering breath. Let's take a moment to remember our ancestors and all those who've come before us. Have a beautiful day, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side when I see you again. It is Friday. Hopefully I'll be able to do another session this weekend or something. I'm sure I will. Yeah, check it out, Pavel. And especially, I really like this one because this is really going, you know, yeah, you get these oracle books. People like to have all the words and everything written out, but then it does nothing for your intuition. For me, an oracle should just be an omen or a sign that points you somewhere. And that somewhere is going to be a different location in every different situation. All right, love you guys. Peace and great bliss. And until next time, keep going. Thank you. Bye-bye.